like waking up for the 4 AM slot on Radio 1 and where did you find the motivation for it every morning?
It was hard. It was hard, but when you were out of... It was the radio. Yeah, I remember you then. It was hard, but it was... When I got there, it was absolutely fine. I was getting up out of bus too, and the car was at spring or something, so it was weird. I thought for 2 years I kind of became a recluse. I lost all my friends. But they got that, they went, oh, you changed, you don't ever talk to us anymore. No, I'm asleep. When you're awake, I'm asleep. Alright, well, I'll give you a call at 2 AM then, see if you're up. And I said, oh, you changed, you're not getting up. So that was kind of it. It was just because everyone was asleep when I was awake. But it was a lot of fun. I loved doing that show. And actually, in a weird way, I kind of miss it a bit. I don't went back, but I do kind of miss the fact that it was so early. It's like a little club.
Yeah, I remember waking up for you before school at like 6:30 or 6 o'clock those days and just doing the advice. I just recognised you when you came more daytime.
Right.
So played on from there.
Yeah. That's how I started listening to Scott actually. When he didn't know about this, I started listening to him when I was at school, and then realised, oh, you can listen to him. But it's a great show to do because it's club. People listening are quite lonely because they're trucking or they're on their own. They're on their own doing something, they have to get up. They're not really tuning to listen, they're just kind of there, so you're listening to their mates.
I feel bad doing 8 o'clock shows once a week.
Yeah.
The
morning is quite special though.
Yeah.
And I would like to go back to the mornings, slightly later in the morning, one day.
If I have anything, I need to wake up early for. Stay up all night. I'm well trained in all night.
I did that a couple of times, and that was the worst idea.
Have you got any new songs or artists in your mind that might be upcoming, that might be worth listening to? Or?
Well, next week I've got this guy record of the week called Benjamin Francis Lethbridge. You know, I've heard of him. He's got a lovely song called Pictures. I've not really heard much else from him, but he's got an amazing voice. I really like that one. So Benjamin Francis Lethbridge. Who else? Knowing the Whale, their new album is gonna. I think it's going to do really good things in the album. It's not going to do quite as well as Mumford when they wrote it out, but it's that kind of thing. I want to kind of say, oh, I like this. Kind of folky, kind of poppy, kind of electro. So I like that new album is going to kind of put them on the map, I think, a little bit. Who else? I mean, a few months ago, no one heard of Jessie J. And I was just saying, this girl's got an amazing voice. And now she's kind of turning into the next. I don't know,
It's amazing how that can happen to people for a couple of months. But okay,
that can be gone for nothing.
This is sort of a random question. Have you ever stolen anything from a celebrity? Ever sort of story to it?
I have actually.
Really?
I stole Lionel Richie's goodie bag from the Brits last year.
I was at T4 from 2010 in November this year, and I was by like one of the backstages, and Banksy from NWC came on there, and his hat and everything, and he decided to go cloud surfing, and I nicked his hat off his head of TV.
That's quite scary, because he would beat you up.
Yeah, I'm glad he went like, it went off quite quick.
That's quite, you came back to you.
It's on YouTube and everything, it's funny.
Wow. Can you see what it is?
Yeah, I was quite noticeable.
But yeah, he's only with that goodie bag.
My girlfriend banned me, apparently, I was banned with good enough.
My friend, he has a friend who stole a Gibson Les Paul guitar out of a van.
Not Knowing the Whale van?
No, just out of a van. He used to do. And he sold it on eBay, and then only to find out it was a van, the guitarist from Jamiroquai's guitar. And he got arrested. So,
oh my god.
Be careful what you see.
You got arrested?
Yeah.
No, I didn't you should have done. That's one thing. A nice guitar. A goodie bag. Oh, just a little rubbish. Some sunglasses, like an old Nokia phone and stuff. That rubbish stuff. Like a goodie bag.
you obviously were a student doing your radio station at UEA. What advice would you give to aspiring radio DJs like us to be?
I suppose don't expect anything. Don't expect that you'll sort of waltz into a job without putting in some hard work and really knuckling down. I think that's really important. People think they're kind of gifted a job sometimes. They kind of think, well, I'm missing this, but I should do it easily. So that's one thing. But I don't know more than anything. It's just if you're presenting a show, I think it's so hard to say this, but try and be yourself as much as possible. And that just comes with doing loads and loads of shows. It's something that I feel like it's only happened to me in the last probably year and a half. Actually, year and a half probably. As you grow up, you kind of get better at telling stories, and you've done more stuff, and do more relationships, and you've done more silly things and all that kind of thing. You learn a lot more, it makes you more interesting, and you become more interesting as you get older. So it's kind of trying to reflect you exactly on air is the absolute key. So if you listen to Chris and Scott, as I used to, one of the things that I first started listening to Radio 1, kind of you think you know them because you know a few things about them, and that's the best thing about it, so you can project exactly who you want to do there. So in terms of getting a job and stuff, it's just being relentless, and it's the shittest thing, the worst thing to say. It's the worst thing to say, but it's being determined is the best thing, because if you keep going at it, then it will eventually happen. A lot of people drop off, they kind of go, oh, tried for a year, but the people who tried for 3 years, 4 years, they make it. That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Okay, quick.
It doesn't happen quickly, that's the thing. Even though I did get on Radio 1 straight after I graduated, I'd been on the hospital radio since I was at school, and did loads of street radio and all that kind of stuff, so it does take a while to get on straight away.
Must be done DC Norfolk.
And a station called Pole Sunshine, which has since gone under recession. It's not recession proof.
Right, okay, a quick question from one of our listeners, because it's quite fun and you've got in contact with your Facebook, and it's quite a random question I'll say, but what is your favourite variety of apple?
That's a simple one, and it's a pink lady.
Oh, that's exactly what I said.
I said a green one, but
One of the first ones, it's a pink lady.
Right, a couple of quick fire questions. Cats or dogs?
I hate either. I don't like either. I'm sorry.
I'm a dog called Bob, and he's a legend here.
Alright, dog to the Bob.
Tea or coffee? Tea. It's a good one.
Favourite music club?
Maximo Park.
Best film ever.
Eddie Golden, sorry.
Best film ever seen.
Dumb and Dumber. It's not, but it's one of my favourite shooting films.
Favourite drink? Alcohol, I'm not alcohol.
Beer, I suppose.
Favourite food?
Pizza. But I'm on a strict diet at the minute. So I'm on no alcohol, no pizza. I'm a massive Domino's fan. But I am off everything bad.
It's not even meant yet.
No, but I'm doing the men's health 6-week challenge. And if I am the most improved physically in 6 weeks, then I get the front cover of men's health. I think it would be hilarious. The health magazine. So I'm going for this one. Good luck.
And start with vinegar, obviously.
Not me yet, everybody.
Excellent. Thanks very much for speaking to us tonight.
No problem. What's the station called?
Cross Radio.
I've done some jingles to you before, I think.
Can you do a couple more for us?